Production value. Let's go. We're back. We're so back. Yippee. Right, fellas. I decided in my, own, by my own will to stream today simply because it was convenient. So no vote held this time. Because sometimes Daddy knows best. Anyways, let's not talk about the absolutely, decidedly weird implications of that. Let's just actually start right off. I don't think we need to talk about much. Unless you want to. I mean, anyone play Trench Crusade? I played Trench Crusade. I think pretty nifty. Too bad about the server and that, but oh well. Things are the way they are. Can't expect good things to be good anymore, right? Oh well. Anyways, what are we going to do today? Well, I felt... Well, actually, why am I even asking that? We all know what I'm doing here. We all know what we're going to do. We're doing more work on Proto-South Manish. Well, we're actually doing work on South Manish. But, to be honest, creating dialects is, well, not that complicated. But it will be a long timeline before we get to that point, so let's basically ignore that. Actually, I need to check a thing. I will not show you that thing because it's actually a spoiler and I don't like giving those out for my own work. Unlike for other people's work. Because in that case, unless they've told me otherwise, I will spoil that without prejudice, rather, actually. We'll just go for it. But this is not one of those cases. This is my work, not yours. Or anyone else's, for that matter. Really hope you can't see this. Again, don't want you to know. Don't want you to know what I'm doing, because that would not be funny. It would make things very sad. Okay, I never specified that. Very well. That means we can be innovative. And basically decide when that happens in general, which, I mean, freedom to me, hell yes. Thank you. Wait. If you're wondering about the clicking and the waiting for me doing nothing, it's because I have to change the screen that's being displayed on my computer. Because it's technically a two-screen setup that uses one screen, if that makes any sense. My screen essentially has two built-in screens that I can switch between using a button, but it takes a few seconds to get going from one screen to another, so that's why I just freeze up, so to speak. Anyways, I got the chat right here. I'm going to remove my headphones because I don't need them. I just need to see the chat. So, last time we've done not that much work, but that's to be expected. We've done a little bit of grammar, and mostly phonology, because that is indeed the place I am most experienced and the most, knowledgeable. Not saying I am knowledgeable in the grand scheme of things, but, well, I know something or other. And in this instance, well, I know more about it than I know about grammar. But I feel like we should probably do a little bit of work on the grammar. Though first things first, I'm thinking of doing a time skip about a decade or two. So, I think the next change we do is going to be something about, I'm going to say 14 years. 14 years AA. And I'm wondering what to do. We could have nasal assimilation, and that would be a massive, massive change. Because that would remove a bunch of different contrasts between words. However, I don't know how many words we actually have that contrast in that way. Let's actually apply some of the changes first, though. Here we go. Everything looks nice. Oh, my back. Have all these nice words. What to do? I'm thinking... Maybe we don't do nasal assimilation quite yet. We'll leave that for a little while longer. And instead, how about we actually do something about this lonely row of voiceless stops? Because as I mentioned in the last episode, it's not very common to have voiceless stops that don't contrast, while you have voiceless fricatives that do. It's not the most common setup. However, I do wonder if it's not, shall we say, not unreasonable. Well, hold on. Where did the sh come from? Was that in the proto-language? I don't remember having added a sh. Or did we merge something? Huh. How strange. It's not listed in the consonant cluster chart. I guess it's a result of this, but then it shouldn't be without, what's it called? Parentheses. I'm gonna write it like this, by the way. There we go. I think that's more like it. Also, am I silly? Did I really write it like this? Hold on. What? Why did I write it like that? That's ridiculous. You can do better. Hold on. Yeah, what? Why did I write it like that? That's not how you spell that. Mm-hmm. Okay, that should still merge those two sounds. I believe. Hold on. With an example. Not he, not z. Z. No, I need an actual words. Actual example. Car. There we go. That's one. Yes. So these are indeed not phonemic anymore. Don't worry. Hold on. However, I do believe the palatal nasal remains contrastive. Yes, it's only occlusive, so it's only these two. The n palatal nasal is going to remain phonemic for a while longer. Yippee! Oh joy! All my non-existent Spanish-speaking viewers are going to be so happy about this. Hmm. Not that I have an example of a n. I can see here. Well, here's one. That one doesn't do anything indeed. What shall we do next? Well, indeed, what are we going to do in the year 14 AA? Grammatical shenanigans? Change the word order to the SVO language? No, don't like that. Maybe we create a few not pronouns. We already have pronouns. No. We create some prepositions. And they would be prepositions in this case. Because we are using a head final language. So it would make sense. We'll not be using these though. We'll use the names and whatnot. We'll probably use body parts because that's a pretty simple way to get add positions. And question is, which ones? I feel like the obvious choice would be, think head for up, foot for down, Maybe shoulders. Shoulders for on top of. Or on. Use maybe nose for in front. And... Do we have any word for butt? Buttocks. We do have the word for the buttock opening, the hole, but I don't think that's a common word to use. Though, we could of course check. Which one do we use? Not semantic primes, though I do like semantic primes. They're interesting. Is it Concepticon? I can barely see anything. Hold on. Maybe I should turn off Dark Reader. Oh lord, the light is hitting my eyes and I do not like it. Abhorrent. These are not the right concepts, so. Concept set. But ox linked what the flying frick? There's some interesting links there. Hold on, it's the other one I might be thinking of here. Not that one. Which one is it again? Ah, so hard to remember. Me in my old age, I remember nothing anymore. I'm so old. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Arm, hand, shoulder, feather, fin. You should use shoulder. One might be useful. Linked to upper arm, ear, collarbone, shoulder, blade, back. Back is you linked to behind. On top of does not seem to be a very common link here. That does not bode well for naturality. Back and behind, obviously, ones. Do we have a word for spine? Oh god, hold on. Back with Dark Reader. I don't like looking at this. Thank you. Oh, it's not even... There we go. Do we have a word for back? We have a word for neck. It could be useful. Ear, tooth, tongue, mouth, hole, nose, eye, torso, back. Here, yes, we do. We do indeed. You know what, though? I just kind of realized. Would we actually get prepositions out of this? It might not actually be the case that we get prepositions, but actually postpositions. Do I need to look at it somewhere? Where do we have it? Noun skills be more for possession. We don't need to have either, actually. This is interesting, though. Even though it's not necessarily going to be used, it's still quite interesting. We have these there. Primarily head final, yes. The head would technically be the individual who we're talking about, or being. Like the tree is not technically an individual, or this, but you get what I'm trying to say. So I guess... But if we're using... It depends on how we are thinking about how these will come about, so to speak. Because we have the idea, we could have the way that it just means back tree means the tree's back. But that doesn't really, that's not really head final, is it? That's more like head initial, is it not? Hold on, I need to see, this is the wrong one. Interesting stuff, I hope I'm not reading it now, though. Head directionality. Is it this one? Is it this page? Yes, it most certainly is. Adjective. Add positional phrase. The head of an adverb. Yeah, okay, so. In this case. Yes. So indeed, it is the add position that's the head. So then we would expect post positions if we're talking about a language that is head final. That's curious. But if we're talking about, hold on, do we have a possessives? That's not how we spell that. Possess with two S's. That is unfortuitous that we don't have that specific form of phrase mentioned in the page. Unfortunate indeed. I have a resource, though. Let me go and check that real quick. You won't be able to see it again, because it will... If I show you, it will probably give you spoilers again, and I don't want to do that, as I mentioned. Owned by somebody. That need not be me. Here we go. What do we have here? We need to look at the verbs. Primarily verbs is what we're interested in. That's not how you say that, but I will not really be that concerned about it. Okay, so... What types do we have? A type A through K. For prepositional languages... Ooh. Relative clause positions. We don't really... I don't think we necessarily have that many relative clauses that we need to be thinking about, but we'll probably default a standard and final. Huh. That's the preposition part, indeed. We don't have much of that. Let's look at a language example, shall we? Let's look at the language I am currently trying to study, namely Japanese. Japanese, I believe, has postpositions. Uh-huh. Okay, yes, it does seem to be the case, and as far as I am aware, Japanese is a pretty strongly head final language. So I think we might try to go for Japanese in terms of style here, and use postpositions. Which, yeah, I think it makes sense, actually. Yeah. I think we'll do it. I think we will do the thing. Just got to switch back screens real quick. Hold on. Oh my. Very well. Oh, no, wait. One more thing. There we go. You know what's funny? That I literally had that right there all this time and I just didn't read it. Ah. Hello, Race. Good to see you. Happy birthday, by the way. It was right here the whole time. Oh, I'm a such a fucking silly boy. Literally, like, right here. Japanese is an example of strongly head final language. What do you know? Very well, we have the knowledge. We shall use the knowledge. So, then the word order... Why is there a back arrow here? Okay, that I do not know why that was there. I am afraid to ask. So we shall simply go back. Also, I have these sources. I don't know why I have them. You know what? Interesting thing, though. If we're using the possessives in the phrase, we are head marking, technically. But if we are using them, would the prepositions be considered alienable or inalienable? Because, like, I guess from one point of view, you will always have a behind that's behind you. You know what I mean? But, on the other hand, what is behind you is also never the same. I'm leaning towards it being inalienable because, well, it's derived from just a word for, you know, a body part. You can't really remove body parts without severe consequences. But, I mean, I could hear an argument for the opposite. But I think I'm going to run with the inalienable idea, which that will probably have interesting implications for the future. Also, that will, hold on, no, wait, no, that's wrong. Right. But, alright. Very well. We shall... There we go. Okay. So, post position... Is that how you spell that? I'm very bad at spelling English. That's a lie, sort of. Okay, we call them... No, it is T. Okay, cool. Post positions arise as a consequence of... no, not as a consequence of. From the use of body part terms being applied to imply directions. These postpositions take the inalienable suffix and which terms will we use? Well, it would be, as I said, I think we will be using nose. Well, hold on, where did we put these, I guess? Also, you're in the wrong place. Go down. There you go. Which words? Well, nose, as I said, and that was na. Yes, high tone na. Woo! Right. So na is an improvised Latinization. In front of... the food is coming back with a vengeance. Na, and then we have back spine ku, no, ku, which is actually not ku anymore, but ku. That would be behind. Ku equals... Also, that's high tone, so there we go. Behind, because, you know, back is hopefully behind you. If your spine is not behind you, I have great concern for you, and I wish you the best. Next, for low tone, which is perfect, honestly. Couldn't have asked for anything better. We'll not use any diacritics for that, so far equals below. Remember, these are different vowel sounds phonetically, but phonemically they're still not different. So keep that in mind. We also need to apply the suffix later, but yes, where is it? It's this one. But we will do that just in a second before we've actually determined which ones we want to use. Above is going to use head, I think. Which is roo. Roo. Which will spell G-H-U with the grave apostrophe. It's not apostrophe. What am I calling that for? Brain works very well today. Well, an accent. Or a diacritic, if you want to be more specific. Also, technically not more specific, but whatever. How long have we been going for? For a little while now, haven't we? I hope so. 35 minutes ago. Right. Why didn't I just look at the clock? Ah, well, I'm a very forgetful man. My screen is a little crusty. That sounds very wrong. I wish I had not uttered those words. Top messages. No. All messages. Yes. I want to know things. So, ooh, falling tone. That was... My brain skipped out on a second. That was head, was it? So, above? No, I skipped to the wrong screen there. Yes, that was above. We're also going to use shoulders. Same thing, we don't actually differentiate plurality yet, so no need to do so. What was shoulders? Shoulders was... Oh, that's a long fucking word. No cussing, I'm sorry. So, what the heck? Guashiri. So, why did I have two keys? Okay. What do we use here? We'll use English as a basis, even though I don't necessarily like it. Shitty. Yep. That seems all kinds of correct. That means on top of. I will hope that people don't get the wrong ideas from how things and stuff work when they hear that. That's how you get on top of people. We can use belly, I think, also for inside, and I think that's got some degree of... What's the term? Plausibility to it. I just need some... plantain. That one's funny because, well, I don't need to tell you about that. Waist, bone, bark, skin, spade. What the? Outside. After. Why did I choose this one? That's not a great choice. Where do we have it? I know we have it somewhere. Just where? Where? I ask you a simple question. Will you answer me? A vest. Lovely. Arm. Hand. Fathom, feather, wing, fin. Collarbone, shoulder blade, bark, skin, waist, bone, spine, back, behind, outside, afterward. Where is just the word torso? Just a body. The big bits, the large bit of the body. The part that everyone loves because it's a good part of you. Never say otherwise. Actually, while we have it, well, let's look at foot and below. I do believe there is quite... I do believe I've heard that it is a common way to get to the word for below. I just don't see it here. That's unfortunate. Oh, well, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not gonna change it now. And soul? No. Leg, foot, where is it? Actually, that's a weird connection. You would expect those to be connected in pretty much any language, but I guess, yeah. It's possible that this is quite a flawed site, which is fair enough. Not everything can be perfect, and not everything is perfect. And that's just the way things are, because completion is the only form of perfection. And what is really complete? Well, nothing. Nothing in this world. Where do we have it? Where? Maybe I'll just have to search for it. Unless... No. Data and concepts. Torso. No. Body. Interesting. No mention of anything hither. Well, I will just go with it anyways. We will go with belly. Knee, high turn. No, you... Wait, no, that's right. Knee equals... inside. And one more thing might be useful. Well, what would that be? Nah. Nah, I think we're good. Now we just have to add the suffix of sa. Because I just have to make sure that these are all correct. I think they are, but let's just see here. Mini is unchanged. That one's technically, phonemically unchanged. I did that one. I think we've got them all. Yep, I think we have all those. I don't think there's anything that we need to add here. This, yeah, it's just that inalienable particle, or possessive affix, suffix, in fact. So it's sa. It's falling tone. NASA. Yep, I think I got it. Husa. If anyone's going to complain about me using creaky voice, no, you don't get to. Oh, we have two falling. So, rusa. Oh, another one. Oh, love that. I don't actually. I think that's a little annoying to pronounce. We might simplify things in the future, therefore, but we will see what happens. That one is really tempting me to click it, but I will not. So yes, we will take all these. We will add them in here, for one thing. And then we'll remove all the definitions from this one. Perfect. I was gonna drink this, but this is not a drink. This is a drink. And then we'll add these to another list hither, another row. And we will write host positions. Useful links, yes. Yes. And we'll call them marginal. We'll just add them in, I guess. And then I got copyright struck, because that was too close for Nintendo's liking. That is not how I want that now. Right, we'll just in front. And the last one, now I forgot, is inside. Yes! Look at those. So, now we can remove these from hither because I don't need them anymore. Another thing. We don't have these vowels are not phonemic. We can do that very simply by simply collapsing the falling tone into the low tone. So that means that the vowels that used to be not changed because the falling tone starts off high and then falls low, and then the tones and the ones that were changed from the low tone, that now that they're merged, yeah, the context disappears essentially, because you don't know if this used to be like, you don't know that there used to be another tone before, or well, upon the vowel, if you merge them, if you get what I'm saying. So therefore, we'll have these phonemic, not the falling tone. And I think I like that idea, so I'm doing it. And it's also something that will not reduce, what's it called? Contrast, which is something I like. Because that means we can remain generally, mostly, in the same, what's it called? Level of word contrasts. Which is a good thing. Because a fact of linguistics is you can never create changes in phonology, and phonetics can never create more information. It can only destroy. So, or it can remain the same. And in this case, we're actually not destroying anything because, well, this is a change that happened to every vowel before the original low tone. So that now we've not destroyed anything. We've simply... What's the term again? I looked at it last episode. I think it's transphonologization. Or phonologization. Doesn't matter. It's not English anyways, really. Point is, we have simply changed the contrast between the falling and low tone onto the vowel instead of the actual tone. If you understand what I'm saying. Even though, technically speaking, the tone is a part of the vowel, since it's, you know, the main part of the syllable, and it's the one that's most audible, and so on and so forth, but it's not anything to think about, is it? I could have introduced marginal, vowel length distinction, because I feel it's logical that a falling tone would take longer to, you know, pronounce. But that's might just be me. I mean, Chinese, for example, is supposed to be one of the languages with the least, like, difference between the vowel lengths of every syllable. And Chinese is a, like, archetypal vowel, not vowel language, silly you, tonal language. It's like Chinese and Vietnamese are the ones you go for. If you're really, like, silly because they're Japanese, but it's not really a tonal system in the same way. It's a very different system. It's more like Greek. And we'll do that the same year, because I don't think there's any need to change that. And actually, oh, what the hell happened to my mouse? Hello, there you go. And since we, you know, already used these diacritics, I don't feel any need to change them, so I'm gonna keep them that way. I know, it's really stupid, but... Hey man, it's just the way I roll. Hey man. Right, so... Yes, year 14. I think we don't switch years, we'll just keep on year 14. The falling tone merges with the low tone toss in mutated low tone. I think that's how you spell that. Yes, that looks nice. Yippee! This goes a long way to eliminating tone completely. Sorry, my English is off. So we will simply start off by taking all the low vowels, and we will find them and torture their family in front of them. Yes. That's going to be not And this is not going to be changed at all, so we don't touch that. You're a bad boy, and you are not allowed to eat your cookies tonight. What? Shut up, schizophrenia. You are not allowed to talk to me like that. Yeah, we can do that in Lexergy as well. Falling... Wait, hold on. Tone, low, tone, merger. We'll just... And we will take the falling tone. Wait. We don't have a falling tone character here, but it's technically made up of the low thing. So we'll just do this. It's not that hard. Don't make a space. And that, we just remove this part, and there we go. That should work. Yes! And look at these! Look at these. There's a nice one in it. Where do we have more? That's low tone. We want a falling tone. Here, yes! With do. I have a word that is low that starts out. Well, they're like similar, just contrastive in terms of... We have ru. As high tone. Silly me. We have chru. Chru. This is ru. Ru. Yes. Ooh, these are good. Here we go. Except for the initial consonant. The only thing that distinguishes these two words is the vowel. Ooh! Oh, the excitement! Yes! I feel like we're finally going somewhere for real. This is actual progress in my eyes. Everything that came before was merely a stepping stone. Yes, this is the start of something wonderful. Oh yes. Hold on. We will still do the changes, though. Ah, no, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna do that. We're not doing that. Yes. No, not like that. I don't want to see things. I want to be blind. Yes. It's nice. Okay, am I done for today? We've done 2 things. It's not that much. Hey, Race, are you still there? Can you give me, like, a fun suggestion? Like, seriously, throw something wild out. Just anything. Anything you can do to change this. Just throw it out there, and I will see if it makes... Well, if it makes sense. You don't have to think about the making sense part. You just have to suggest it, and I'll do it. Yeah, hell, if you're not Race, whoever you are, currently watching, please, tell me. I want to know. I want to do something. I want to change. I want something to happen. Like, for example, we could turn this into H. We could turn this into Ha. That's very easy, very common. It's a very common sound change. Another one we could do is, I don't know, remove the palatals? Also, these should actually not be here. I'm just realizing. Details. Point is, we can do things. Tell me something insane, ridiculous. Go all wackadoodle on me. Hit me with that dumb crap. I want to hear it. Actually, you know what? Something we something funny here is that if we just like make some kind of shift where E goes to E, and then we shift I back to front and get it to E again, we could have basically a front-back, what's it called, contrast, and we could actually introduce vowel harmony, and that would be kind of cool. I think that's pretty nifty, I'm just saying. However, I don't think we're in a stage where we should start doing that quite yet, just personal opinion. Because the grammar is not really like vowel harmonic territory, if you will. Words need to be a lot longer. We need more agglutinative grammar if we want to get that going. I see no suggestions, so I'm just gonna go out and do something. I still want to make phonemic voiced stops. How do we do that? Maybe we kill the tone completely? I don't want to, though. I feel like I want to make a, what's it called, stress-based system. Well, like the high tone, the old high tone becomes like the stressed syllable in a sentence, and then the low tone basically becomes unstressed. Though that depends more on context than anything on how that actually works. But it's like the basic idea behind it. But I don't want to do that yet, because again, we don't have words that really long enough to justify doing something like that. I want to have, like, that'll happen somewhere in like the fusional stage of language development, which, yes, there are stages to language development. Like those who say, like, oh no, that doesn't happen. It's like, it's not really how things work, is it? Like, inevitability is literally just inevitable that things will happen with enough time. It's just a question of how long it takes. And it seems to be like there seems to be a certain like time span for these sort of things. But tangents. Oh right, I was thinking about that before. I was thinking about this during work. I think we can take the tense aspect affixes and make them more, how do I say, more tense-y and less aspect-y, and then somehow introduce aspect again. Because I think that would be kind of useful. Another thing we should possibly do is make the vocabulary a little more up-to-date with where we are in the times, so to speak. I think we can wait a few more years, like a decade or two-ish more, before we start making distinct vocabulary changes into, well, specifically semantic realm. Because, I can't spoil too much about the story, but significant changes will take place in the living environment of the people who we are making this language for. Because, yeah, the world they came into, shall we say, they didn't want to be there for very long. And so they had to change their living conditions. So they left. And what that means, I will not tell you. Also, this... Well, I just realized this can't be used. Also, Nah, no, we'll leave it. Oh my, that's one hell of a rain, isn't it? Huh. Mighty. Alright, still though, I want ideas. And I think that is actually the most useful idea, though, so I'm actually gonna do that. The tense aspects stuff. We're gonna actually change this So, first of all, we actually should change these so they actually keep up with the times. And no, actually we don't need to do that, do we? Oh, well, fair enough. Okay, never mind, we did. There we go, much better. Yes, perfect. Okay, now it's up to date. Very easy. And then the thing I was thinking about it, and it's like, I want to make like a distinction between past and remote past and present and future. And I wonder how you most easily do that with this system. And I think it is the most reasonable idea to have the perfective be the remote past and the imperfective be the non-remote or the more standard past, while the I think imperfective will be the present and the perfective will be the future. So essentially we're gonna take yeah, well basically we'll fold it out like here, like on a hinge. So we take this, move it here, take this, move it here, and just we'll change these out. Yeah. And this is the remote past. Default past. Present and future. So that's not in any way a big change necessarily. This system I will probably change pretty quickly. I'll probably add some kind of a imperfective distinction again, because apparently that's supposed to be very, very common. But well, what do I know? Especially apparently in the past, but I'm not. My grammar is not like my best. It's not my strong suit. It's more phonology for me. I like sound because like music and stuff, I suppose. But yeah, I think we can work with this for now. So I'll remove the old system here. Well, actually, wait, no. We need to actually know what the hell we are doing. So, I'm gonna have that be about a year late. No, not a year. But by the way, these years are not like solid. They're more like indicators of where like a trend is quote unquote get catches on. That's how you say that. Tenses are very funny in English, sorry. So you could imagine like this has been a thing before, but yeah, like this is where they're like quote unquote formalized. Even though formality is not a thing amongst these people because they don't live in a bureaucratic society with any form of formality. They're a tribal society. But yes. P slash A suffixes get in missed a letter there. Looks good. And if you're wondering, by the way, if remote past is a thing, yes, it's a thing. Mongolian, I believe, uses... Well, actually, I think it's a lot more pasts than this. But, like, remote versus more near past is actually quite common, so to speak. What remote and default, quote-unquote, or more near past actually means is language dependent, it seems, but I think it's more like... I think remote past is used more for, like, a day or more ago than default past. Default past usually means, like, within the same day. But, I mean, I don't know. As I said, I don't speak a language that has such a distinction, so I wouldn't actually know. Anyway, I think that is pretty nice. I like this distinction. It's nice and... thematic, I might say. Is it necessarily the most realistic development? I don't know. I'm not sure. As I said, it's grammar, not my strong suit, but I think I like it. That's a plus. If I like it, I'll probably keep it, you know? But I think we will do one more thing, and I don't want this to be a grammar thing. I want this to be phonology, and we're going to have that set in 18 years. Capital Y, A. And we will do something... I want to make labiovelas a thing, I think. So I think I'll do that. So clusters like this. I think including noir will merge into this, and that will make a labiovela, or labialized vela, rather. We're not gonna do a bar. I don't think that's necessarily something I want, or nor is it that common. Like, gua is way more common than ba. Like, you can basically hear it. These are very... one sound is clearly not as recognizable as the other. Unless we're from Vietnam, in which case you would probably recognize ba. I can't even pronounce it correctly. Ga, 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 ga. Co-articulants are funny, sorry. Yeah. But actually, I think if we want to do that, I think we should actually have... Oh, God. Oh, no, I have a big idea now. I think we take all these and make them phonologize in some way. I think we'll have this one be labialization, obvious choice. This one cause palatalization, also obvious. But this one causes some kind of laryngalization or pharyngalization of some kind. Maybe even aspiration, because as did I allude? No, I didn't allude to that last time I made one of these videos, but the most common ways for, I've looked this up, for creating aspiration in plosives is actually to have a change where sound goes from one manner of articulation to another. So the one I usually have, the one I saw most is basically like a ch becoming a k, like aspirated k. That contrasts with an unaspirated g. Sometimes, sometimes, you know, voiced unaspirated g. But you get the point. That seems to be like the most common way. I did see one thing though, and I think it's from the hold on, was it? Ooh, it's not Kradai. No, it's Hmong Mien. I think that has a seemingly very common development of. I think especially at it's. I think Bra become Pa. I think that happened in, for example, Vietnamese. So I think I might do that, but not just for like obviously not too sure pra, but for the entire uh series here. But I don't know if I don't think we should do aspiration in nasals. I don't like that. So I think we'll have something else for them. But I think I think we might leave the other two for now and actually just do these actually first, I think. These things I have no clue if we should like leave them pharyngalized or to create aspiration for them. I also don't like aspirated fricatives. Like I know it's a thing, but I just don't like it. I just don't like the idea. So I think we're not gonna do that. We're going to have aspirated stops though. I think that is the most plausible way for us to go from a system without voiced stops to a system that does have voiced stops without doing a bunch of other stuff. And it's like, yeah, it's not directly because these are not going to be voiced, obviously. They're going to be aspirated, which is like basically as far opposite as you can get from voiced without going fully into like the full forms of glottalization, like ejectives. But like, what I'm instead thinking is that we have the aspirates remain like voiceless while the voiceless sounds shift to become voiced. I think that could work. I genuinely don't know if it's the best idea, but I mean, what do I know? I think, yeah, well, I think we're doing it. So, medial r causes what will it cause? Pharyngalization? Laryngalization? Like this is Arabic sort of stuff. I like me some wine. Or we'll hear some interesting examples. Like this one I know from Arabic, for example, law and law, which is more like not classical, but it's more modern standard Arabic. But yeah, like these are pretty nifty. I like them. Especially I don't know which one's my favorite, but we're not doing those actually. I'm just remembering, silly me. Fricatives. We might have thaw and not thaw though. We might have saw, which is Chechen. We could have we don't have those. We have thaw, which is Sorani. Which, interesting. Kurdish, okay. Wait, what? Why, that's weird. I don't see any voiceless velar fricatives at, like, pharyngalized fricatives at all. That's odd. Very curious. I think we're not... Maybe we have that sound shift. Maybe we have a slight sound shift where the... well, we'll write it out. Because aspiration in... Or should we have pharyngalization occur in every case? So, which we could have to claw later to make it a little more fully Arabic sounding. I think that would... I like that. Oh, I like that, though. That's actually fun. But I want the voiced plosives as well. Oh, that's a difficult thing to... No. You know what? Yeah, no, I'm still... I like the idea too much to leave it. Like, we'll kill... We might kill our darlings. My darling, mostly. Later, and have the pharyngalization disappear in some way. Uh, no, so... Because it's... Oh my... That's not how you spell that, is it? I don't know how you... Oh, I hate English spelling. This... Okay, cool. Yes, I did spell that correctly. Woo! It's like a gamble. It's like a gamble when you write English. Trying to see if you've actually spelled something correctly. It causes... of the preceding consonant. Am I spelling that wrong too? I think I am. It might be preceding. Oh. Oh. Wow. Yay. I just said it. Oh, it's even one E. Holy fricking fricks. What an awful thing. Yes. Okay, cool. I think that's cool. At least that's my opinion. Um, oh, damn. Oh, God. Okay, that was a sound my shoulder just made. I am getting old fast, and it's not good. Do we have... What do we have here? Ooh, we do have glottalization. That's good. Which is the same mark, as you can see here. This uses the same... Actually, hold on. No, it isn't the same. What the... No, that's the other way. Gosh darn it. That's the adjective. I guess we'll have to add that. Then we have to take this from here. Somehow. Yes, okay, cool. We don't need to do any stupid crap. No. Don't make space there, thank you. If, our medial are Ringation. We'll first and foremost have the context. So, let's see. Um. Let's see if this works first and foremost, which is not. Huh? Okay, well, hold on. Just. Oh, scheisse. No other way. There we go. Boomer moment. I am very old. Oh, right. Gosh darn it. It's. I need to actually define it like that. Frickin' frick. Okay, Glottalized, ballistic, implosive. Stiff. We can shove it in here, I guess. Alright, cool. I think it should work now. Nope. The element C? Huh? What do you mean it's not defined? It's a consonant. What the fuck? Huh? Do I have to do it like this? No. Do I have to put this on the other side? Like right here? No? What do you want me to do? God damn it, I have to look at the thing again. This yard is old. Oh, I don't need the... Oh, right, okay. I see now. I think I get it. I don't need that. Okay, what the fuck? Okay, maybe it's because I am using the wrong thing. Yeah, I need to have its con and not just C. Okay, I think it works. But that's not right. Why did it become voiced? That's weird. That's really strange. Though, is it wrong? Like, I know it's like, I know how it happened, but... Wait, shit. We could just make a basic, like, ad hoc solution right here and have, all these, things we don't want, like, B, D, I don't want, what the hell, capital B? No. B, D, not C, I don't think we have C. No, actually, let me just check. How about tra somewhere? Somewhere. My English is slipping. My true inner self is being revealed. We don't. Oh. Oh well. Oops. Also, those should actually probably be respelled into their actual proper forms. But... whatever. And g... Well, stop with the capital letters. Please. Please, mister. Why do you do that? That's not right. We have to get this to the people. Ah! Why? Actually, we have obstruents defined, I think. Yeah, we don't need to do this. We can just write obs. Obstruents become I think that might fuck this up again, though. Hold on. Because I might turn the voiced ones into... yeah. I hate programming. I'm so happy I stopped doing that. Where is the one I'm looking for? That didn't do anything. I mean, it didn't misinterpret what I wrote, though. That's good. I'm happy about that. Hmm. Maybe we just leave... Maybe we just make the thing default, but that might cause other problems. So difficult. You know what? I think we've had enough today. My brain is starting to run circles around itself, and it's not... I don't think I'm gonna get any more mentally clear. So I think we've done quite enough work today. I mean, here they are, the results, if you will. All these nice things. These 4 or 5 things we did. Like, spanning a total of, what's this? 4 years? But technically, we've actually spanned 12 years, but, you know, we don't count that. But yeah, I think we've done work worthy of the time we've given it. Words. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna go do, I don't know what, something. But I hope I'll see you next time. Have an awesome day.